and you buy nails, or you acquire somehow or other nail stock, which is flat sheets of steel, or steel, I guess. Iron? Steel?
Yeah.
Metal. And you actually cut them out by hand. They get cut out with a device, and then the heads on them get keened over, and to make the head on them. So those are true handmade nails. And by 1810, people were. I think Springfield actually had its first industry in Springfield here in Vermont was a nail factory, or one of the earliest factories was a nail factory, and so they started making machine-made cut nails. And there's a difference. I mean, this is a cut nail. I mean, it looks, you might mistake it for a handmade nail, but this is made on a machine by the tens of thousands. So one way we can date a barn is to use the nails that are left in it. Sometimes the best place to find them is like on this building, in the roof system, holding down original boards, or on the gabled end of a house, or a barn, which tends to be the least problematic area of a house, or the least messed with. So the siding will often be the original siding on it. So you'll find the type, by looking at the type of nails that hold the siding on the gabled end or a roof, you can sort of guess about what about the age of the building. By 1910 or 1915, we started using wire nails. This is a big 30-penny or 20-penny spike, but it's just the kind of nail that we all use now. And these are all made in Poland or China or something. Maybe they're made handmade. I don't know. I don't think so. But so after early 20th century, most buildings were using this kind of a nail. Still, you can buy cut nails for flooring and for certain applications, and you can buy fake handmade nails also.
You can get some.
Or you can make your own.
Another dating thing that you use is saw marks. You saw the hewn marks on this barn, and you saw Stephen said that even the small timbers were riven or split out rather than sawn. On the other barns we see, some of the other barns we see, the small timbers and the siding and flooring would have been cut with an up-down saw. That's an ice saw hanging up on the wall. And in Massachusetts, they would use a saw like that, but with a handle at the bottom, and they would have a pit saw. They would have people above and below sawing the boards out. By the time Vermont was settled, mostly there were sawmills, or one of the first buildings they built would be sawmills, and they would have a saw similar to that on a frame that would be water-powered, moving up and down.
And here's some saw marks here.
Yeah, it would leave these vertical marks that from the saw going like a jigsaw today, up down. And then starting in the 1850s or 60s, they would switch to a circular saw, like the one back to Patty, the big blade there. And that would be a saw, both for an up-down saw and a circular saw, there would be a carriage that the log went on, and it would move past the saw, which would be stationary. That would make curved marks, like all of Ellen, you asked what was old and what was new in this barn. You can see all the sheathing has curved saw marks.
And the flooring.
A lot of that's because it's from my sawmill, which has a blade that sticks out, one tooth that sticks out more than it should. But so you can see that there's a curve in each one of the cuts as the saw goes around on the saw mark.
Another way, kind of an interesting way of sort of dating a barn is, this is a board from the eve of there's several, I brought a couple myself. And you can see how they're worn. This one is worn probably better part of half an inch here. So what is it, a 1/4 inch per 100 years?
That's what I read, yeah, that wood should, vertical wood should wear.
But it's pretty neat to look at. There's a bunch of them here. Just pass them around. Another one here. It's very, very rough estimate, but it seems it's pretty incredible. These boards all have cut nails in them.
Was this area covered?
That was up at, yeah, it had a trim board on it,
Oh, I see.
up by the
So
rake,
you're
up by the
saying this
gable.
is exposed to
That-
the outside and so over to